I doubt there is anyone out there who doesn't know that sleep is vital for our overall health. You may also know that it's essential for weight loss, because when you don't get quality sleep, you may struggle to lose weight, even when you're eating healthy and exercising consistently. And this has been proven by numerous studies. One study that makes this point is a 16-year study, which involved 68,000 nurses. In this study, researchers found that those who got 5 hours of sleep or less had a 15% higher chance of being obese compared to those who got 7 hours of sleep or more. So it's very clear. Lack of sleep hinders weight loss and increases the risk of weight gain and obesity. But do you know how? In this short video, I'm going to share with you 6 ways lack of sleep hinders weight loss. And hopefully these points will encourage you to work on getting quality sleep every night if you haven't been doing so. Let's dive right in. And the first way is that it may slow down your metabolism. And this is backed by research. In one study, researchers found that when men went for 24 hours without sleep, their resting metabolic rate later dropped by 5%, and their metabolism after meals was 20% lower than when they got adequate sleep at night. So it's clear lack of sleep can slow down your metabolism. But I may also note that there's a research out there saying that lack of sleep has no effect on your metabolism. The number 2 is that it may increase hunger and appetite. And this is mainly because sleep affects 2 vital hormones. Ghrelin, which is also known as the hunger hormone, and leptin, which is the satiety hormone. Ghrelin signals your brain that you're feeling hungry and then you eat. When you don't get adequate sleep, levels of this hormone rise. And this means that you'll be feeling hungry more. And leptin signals your brain that you're full so that you can stop eating. But when you don't get adequate sleep, the levels of this hormone drop. So this means that your brain will not be getting the signal that you're full as fast as it should, and you'll end up overeating. Then the third point is that it impairs blood sugar control. Lack of sleep can lead to high blood sugar levels, which increases the risk of obesity and the risk of diabetes. And this happens because of insulin resistance. When you don't get adequate sleep, even for a single night, your cells become resistant to insulin. And insulin is responsible for letting in blood sugar into your cells. So if your cells become resistant to insulin, that means you'll have high blood sugar levels and your body will be forced to produce more insulin. Eventually, this will lead to high blood sugar levels, diabetes, and obesity. So it's very important to get adequate sleep to avoid this problem. And obviously, you also want to eat foods that have a low glycemic index. And this mainly means avoiding highly processed foods. Then the fourth way is that it may increase cortisol. Now, many people think that cortisol, which is also known as the stress hormone, is the enemy. But cortisol is not your enemy if the levels are balanced. But when they are elevated, it can cause problems. And one of the problems high cortisol levels causes is excess belly fat. Now, when you don't get quality sleep, your cortisol levels will rise. And if this happens repeatedly, this will lead to chronic high cortisol levels, which will eventually lead to excess belly fat and other health problems. The number 5 is that may lower activity. And this is because lack of sleep can lead to fatigue and tiredness. So if you're not getting adequate sleep every night, you may struggle to go for a walk or do your workout in the morning, and you may want to sleep in, which will reduce the number of calories you're burning in a day, reduce the chances of you building muscles, which are vital as you're growing older. And this is just going to make it harder and harder for you to lose weight. Then finally, increases chances of overeating. Now here I talked about the hormones, right? And also another thing to note about this is that research has also shown that when people don't get adequate sleep, they may have increased cravings for high-calorie foods like sugary foods and fatty foods. Now, this point is a little different. It increases chances of overeating simply because you are awake for longer, and it especially increases the chances of late-night snacking. So if you're the type of person who struggles to fall asleep or sleeps very late, you may eat well late in the night, and this will lead to a calorie surplus and make it much harder for you to lose weight. So it's very important for you to have a strict schedule when it comes to sleeping so that you avoid late night snacking. So these are the main reasons on how lack of sleep can hinder weight loss. It's also worth noting that being overweight can make it hard for you to get quality sleep because of conditions like sleep apnea, which is having difficulty breathing while you're sleeping. And this can lead to snoring and lack of deep sleep. So it's very important for you to work on losing weight. And that means having the right diet plan. And if you don't have the right diet plan, check out the 6 weeks weight loss challenge in the link in the description below. In this diet, I show you what to eat in every meal. And as you follow this diet plan and do the workouts, also work on getting quality sleep. And this is not something that might happen overnight. If you've been struggling to get quality sleep for a long period of time, you need to work on it. You need to make a few changes over and over. And you can start with things like having a strict schedule when it comes to when you're going to sleep. You can say, I'll be sleeping at 9 p.m. every night, and then stick to that schedule. Then form another habit like avoid using electronics right before bed, or avoid drinking caffeine in the afternoon, and so on. There are so many things that you can do to improve the quality of your sleep. And if you do a quick Google search, you'll see points on how to improve the quality of sleep. And the good thing is that you'll find almost all the same points in all articles, so you don't have to do thorough research. If you read just one article, you'll find everything you need to know, and all that will be left is for you to take action and start on working on improving the quality of your sleep. And when you do that and follow the 6 weeks weight loss challenge, you'll notice that the weight will come off effortlessly. I hope the video was helpful. Like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'll see you in the next video.